Hi folks, Charlie Shelton with Disneyland News Today, back once again to try some tasty treats. Today we're going to head over to Disney's Grand Californian Hotel and Spa. In the lobby they have the holiday cart set up with all of our Halloween cookies and treats, and we're going to go see what they have to offer. Join us. So let's start with a pair of waffle cookie shots. So these are, one is white chocolate rolled in pistachios, and we got that with a shot of liqueur. And then we also have a chocolate rolled one that's rolled in what looks like cacao powder, and we got that with chocolate milk, of course. So let's give that a shot. I don't know that this is necessarily a waffle cone. It looks more like the sugar cone, like a sugar ice cream cone bottom, but it is coated in white chocolate and then rolled in pistachios. So let's try this. You know, there's nothing I like more than sitting in 108-degree heat drinking cream liqueur. It's fine. The waffle shot holds up well, like it's coated in chocolate, so it's not falling apart. That's really good. I like that. It's not like thick like a cookie or anything. It's thin like an ice cream cone. But the pistachios are nice and give a little bit of that, you know, almost savory flavor from the pistachio, and that works well with it. That's pleasant. I don't want to drink too much of the liqueur because it's hot out. This one, however, the chocolate one, this is just with chocolate milk. You can do chocolate milk or regular cold unchocolate white milk. And I chose to go in the chocolate cup, so. It's good. It's a little, you know, it's chocolate milk. It's fine. It's normal chocolate milk. That's good though. So I think what I like about these is not so much the having a drink with it, it's the waffle cone itself. It's just thin and crispy and light. It's like a wafer. And then coated in chocolate. That's just very pleasant. And it is nice to have the milk with it. You know, it's nice to have a little sip to go along with it. I don't know that I would necessarily want to drink my Baileys or rum chata or anything out of it. I would rather just have a drink and have a nice little cookie. I don't know that it needs to be together, but such as it is, it's not that bad. All right, let's move on to the cookies. Now, this is the one that I think I have the highest expectation for. This is the Zombie Gingerbread Mickey cookie. So this is the gingerbread cookie, and at the holidays, the holiday cart down here is very well known for a very large gingerbread cookie that's very good. And so I don't know if this is the exact same kind. It looks to be a little bit thinner, but it's a very cute little zombie and harkens back to one of the better Haunted Mansion holiday gingerbread houses with the zombie gingerbread man. So it's very similar to that, but it's really cute. Oh. Wow. That is beautiful. It's so soft. That is a beautiful soft gingerbread cookie. It does have a little bit of a, not quite frosting, but just a glaze along the top here. And then there's, of course, frosting for the bones and whatnot. But that's just so good. It's perfectly balanced, just sweet enough, not too sweet. Boy, that's good. Whoa. Well, I really could eat that whole thing just sitting here right now, but I got a long way to go, so I have to save myself. That is really good. And I wouldn't think I would be in the mood for gingerbread because it's so hot and it's still feeling summery. You know, despite all the Halloween stuff, it's still very warm here. And I'm still in a summer mood a little bit. But this gingerbread, like the flavor is so good that any time of the year, it's just a good flavor. That's spectacular. All right, we have two other cookies to do here. We have our Hocus Pocus cookie. This is a shortbread with chocolate on the bottom and white chocolate on top. Looks like a bubbling cauldron, and it has edible glitter that says Hocus Pocus. Of course, the sequel is coming to Disney Plus soon, so we've got a lot of Hocus Pocus stuff here. So it's a cute little cookie. Let's give it a shot. It's a shortbread cookie. It's not standout. It's kind of just the regular theme park shortbread cookie that we've come to know and love over its many uses throughout both parks and the hotels many times. And they just take the same shortbread and decorate it in different ways. This is just a different decoration of the cookie. It's not a bad cookie. It's just nothing standout. It's nothing quite so new. Now there's these bubbles in the bubbling cauldron. I want to see what that is. Oh, they're M&Ms. Cute. The little bubbles are M&Ms coated in the chocolate. That's nice. It makes for a really cute picture. And if you're a big Hocus Pocus fan, then, you know, this is what it's all about. But yeah, it's just kind of a shortbread cookie. But we do have lots of Hocus Pocus stuff here in and around the resort. So we're going to move on to our next Hocus Pocus treat, the Sanderson Sister Crispy Treat. This is a green crisped rice treat, Rice Krispie treat with marshmallows intermixed, dipped in chocolate on both sides. We have milk chocolate on one side with cocoa crumbles, and we have white chocolate on the other side with a little decal of the Sanderson sisters. And then it's got Halloween sprinkles, so. Look at it. That's something I wasn't expecting. There are gummy worms. There are gummy worms inside the back of the Rice Krispie treat. And now that I'm noticing it, I can see it. Well, that's a fun little surprise. The Rice Krispie treat is fine. It's a fairly straightforward Rice Krispie treat. I do like that there are big marshmallows intermixed. It's not just the marshmallow fluff. It's actually marshmallows intermixed into the crispy treat there. So that's kind of nice. And then having the hidden little gummy worm is a fun surprise that I was not expecting. That's really cool. Beyond that, it's just a chocolate-covered Rice Krispie treat, but the fruit flavor of that gummy worm kind of leaches out into the crispy and the chocolate. So there is a little bit of a fruit flavor running through it. But that was a good surprise. I always like little things like that. It's not gimmicky. It's just an added little surprise. I liked that a lot. We have another Rice Krispie treat, Oogie Boogie, and this one makes sense for there to be worms in there. I don't know if there are, but it would make sense because he's full of bugs. So let's try this one. Oh, no worms. Oh wait, I might. There is a worm. There's a worm running through the back. Yep. So there's worms running through this. Sideways though, in this one. That's really fun. I hate to give away the surprise in a video now you know about it, but I didn't know and I was very pleasantly surprised, and that's the appeal of this to me, is having something like that was a nice little surprise that I wasn't expecting. It doesn't take much, but it's little things like that that really leave a positive impact on me and make me really enjoy things, All right, so next up is the pretzel rods. These are just pretzel rods dipped in chocolate and got little googly eyes on them. We have a mummy. We have a purple one. We have a Frankenstein. We have a candy corn, and we have a chocolate one. So you know, they're pretzels dipped in chocolate. I can probably figure out how they're going to be. They're pretzels dipped in chocolate. This is a steep price point on these for pretzels dipped in chocolate. And that's kind of what you see is what you get. Whereas even though a lot of this stuff, you know, you're paying a premium at Disneyland. It's for fun and it's for Instagram and everything else. But these just seem like a higher price point for less value than a lot of the other stuff that we've had here on this table. So I never really understood these, even though these are literally sold out most of the time. And when we were at the booth just now getting them, I grabbed the last pack because people love these things. But, you know, it's just a pretzel rod dipped in chocolate. Yeah. All right, so we're coming down to the home stretch here. We have the Oogie Boogie cookie. So this is a apple cookie with caramel in the middle. I can smell the apple from here. It tastes like those, or it smells like those caramel apple pops that they used to sell in school. And it's very bright green. So I think rather than biting into it, I'm gonna break it down the middle here. Full of caramel. Look at that. Oh. Get out of here. Wow. That's incredible. That's so good. It's so soft. And the caramel, there's so much caramel. Look at this. Look at how much caramel there is. There's so much caramel. It's thick and rich and buttery. And the apple is all the way through. It's not just like apple sugar. Like the inside of it is green as well. And it's all apple flavored. It's a caramel apple cookie. This is spectacular. I am surprised at how good this is. I was not expecting to enjoy anything from the table this much. It doesn't taste like a literal apple off a tree. It tastes like the, you know, fake green apple flavor of like a caramel apple pop. But it, you know, it tastes like a candy apple. And for Halloween, that's kind of what I'm in the mood for. That is amazing. And I think, to be very honest, out of all of this stuff, for the elevated price point compared to what you would get in the park or somewhere else, this is the only thing where, like, yes, you are paying the premium for this cookie, this flavor. This is spectacular. And this is something that warrants that upsell of a price. This is great. I enjoyed that a lot. All right, last stop is the cookie box. This is a box full of cookies that are only available in the box. You can't buy these individually, but we have 3 different kinds, one of which is just a decorated shortbread, which is similar to the other shortbread cookies we've had, and it's a very cute little pumpkin. Yeah, it's the same shortbread from the other, like the other one. Same as the other shortbread cookie, the Hocus Pocus cookie. But it's decorated as a very cute little pumpkin. And then we have, let's see, what is this one? Okay, so this is likely a butter shortbread. Linzer cookie. Cute. There's an interesting, not good flavor. It seems like it might be from the printing. It tastes like a film, almost. artificial, but like chemical almost. That's a little weird. The cookie itself is very soft, and there's plenty of jam. I reviewed some hand pies recently that came out across the resort, and you can find that on our YouTube channel. And there was a decided lack of jam in those, and I think this is a very similar taste to that in the the shortbread covering and the jelly inside, but this has a lot more filling inside, and the chocolate helps as well. It's good. There's just that strange little film. It tastes like packaging a little bit. It's just a hint in the background, but I think it's from the printing of the skulls on it that's a little distracting. It's not a bad cookie, but it's definitely the first thing I noticed and the last thing that's left in my mouth. And then we have a everything cookie with M&Ms. So it's a fudge nut cookie. And there are nuts throughout, and there's M&Ms in there. There's a lot going on in there. There's enough of the nuts intermixed, and with the chocolate, it's almost a chocolate peanut butter flavor, but like a muted version of the nut butter. So it's a little more palatable for myself. So not being a fan of peanut butter, this is, does have a little bit of that nuttiness from the included nuts, but that's about as far as I would want to go. So this is nice for me, for my palate. If you're a peanut butter fan, it's not going to take you all the way. But for myself, this is nice. This is about as far to peanut butter as I want to get. It's a little dry, and there's so much going on in this cookie with the nuts and the M&Ms and everything. It's very chunky. There's a lot going on, and with the cookie being this thin and dry, I kind of would like a little more life. So many of these other cookies, like the gingerbread cookie and even the raspberry filled cookie here, they're so moist and so delicate. This one could stand a little bit more of that, I think, would bring a little more life to it. Overall, for the cookie box, I think it could be better, especially at the price point that this is at. I think it could be better. You could have not only better additions, but maybe more, for the price. For a considerably smaller price, you can get the gingerbread cookie or the caramel apple cookie or even the Rice Krispie treats are fun and interesting. And these cookies all just kind of seem plain, like safe choices. So I feel like they should probably do something a little bit either higher quality, or if you want, maybe more adventurous, if that's the direction you want to go. But I think it needs to do something different than this rather mundane cookie box. All right, well, that's everything we have here from the Grand Californian Hotel. Thank you so much for joining us. If you liked the video, please let us know in the comments down below. See you next time.